Cosette Newton and Blaise Maddox meet through an online dating app and feel an instant connection. When her ex-boyfriend Ajax shows up out of nowhere and confuses her, things start getting complicated for the lovers. A beautiful morning begins with successful entrepreneur Blaise going through his iPad. His friend Rhett comes to meet him and Blaise tells him to check some reviews on the online dating website he owns, blaisedates.com. Blaise teases Rhett for eating Cheetos right after coming out of the gym. Blaise then tells him about an influencer he came across with a lot of followers, who has left some reviews. They play the video where Raz tells people how bad the dating website is. He says he was excited about meeting a girl on the site, but she turned out to be very different from her photo. He tells his followers if they want to date fake people, they can use the site, but he will prefer to go out and meet someone naturally. He then ends the video screaming about how trashy the dating website is. Blaise is confused and upset after watching the video. Rhett thinks it is funny Blaise has a hater and tells him not to worry. Meanwhile, Cozy is baking cookies for her food blog and her best friend Lala asks how many she will get. Cozy asks about Lala's date last night and she tells her she will let the guy take her out again. Lala then tells Cozy it is time for her to start dating again too. Cozy tells her it has been 6 months since her breakup with Ajax and how some people like her are fine being single. Lala insists she should find someone to date, but Cozy is worried about how hard it is to find a decent man these days. Lala suggests she should try a dating website as her friend Nisha also found a wonderful man on blaisedates.com. Lala insists that Cozy should find a decent and successful man on the site, and not someone stupid like her ex-boyfriend Ajax. Cozy tells her she will think about it while Lala keeps making a case for the website, and tries to tell her how many people have met through online dating. Cozy gives her more wine and they toast to blaisedates.com. Cozy then tells her she has made some cookies for her and Lala is thrilled. Rhett is surprised that Blaise is making a profile on his dating website. Blaise insists he needs to do something to prove that his website is good. He tells Rhett he is disturbed by the negative reviews. Rhett then tells him how people like them don't need the internet to get girls. Blaise tells him how this site is for those people who need something like this to make a connection and cannot do it otherwise. He tells Rhett he will make the profile and prove to all the negative reviewers that his site works. Rhett asks if there is a picture of Blaise on the website and Blaise assures him no one knows what he looks like. He then makes his profile but Rhett insists he is not wasting his time on a dating website. Rhett then thanks Blaise for helping him out in his tough times and promises to return his money. Blaise tells him to not worry and Rhett leaves, feeling grateful. Cozy finally decides to check blaisedates.com and goes through some profiles. She lands on Blaise's profile and is impressed by his bio. Blaise also checks his suggestions and comes across Cozy's profile. Blaise finds her cute and decides to message her. Cozy is thrilled to hear from Blaise and she replies. They both blush while they chat with each other. Cozy then gets a call from her mom to meet her for an appointment, and she heads out. Blaise keeps waiting for Cozy to reply anxiously. Lala drops by Cozy's house to borrow earrings for a date she is going on. She asks what Cozy is doing on her laptop and comes to check the men on the site. Cozy tells her she is interested in Blaise and they have been messaging since the morning. Lala suggests Cozy should send hot pictures of herself to him, and Cozy refuses. She insists she wants to date properly. Lala teases her about possibly finding someone to spend boring weekend nights indoors with. Cozy then texts Blaise on the app, who gives her his number so she can contact him more often. Lala drops by in the morning again looking hungover. She tells Cozy she wants to know what is happening with her online date. Cozy blushes and tells her they have been messaging each other. Lala insists she should call him, but Cozy feels that would be too fast. Cozy is a little wary of meeting someone through a dating website, but Lala assures her she will go with her to the date and check him out first. Lala tells her she needs to find a date for Valentine's Day and she will make sure Blaise is not crazy before Cozy goes to meet him. Cozy likes that idea and decides to text him, but she is too slow. Lala takes the phone from her and writes a message saying she wants to meet him in person. Cozy is excited but scared that Blaise might not reply. Cozy tells Lala she needs to focus on her business and come up with an interesting dessert for Valentine's Day. She then gets a reply from Blaise and gets excited since he wants her to meet him at Redwood Bar. Lala asks her how she is feeling, and Cozy says even if it is her first time dating online, she is excited about meeting Blaise. Blaise tells Rhett his plan is working since she got someone from the dating site to meet him. Rhett wants to see her picture but Blaise refuses, saying that he does not want him to jinx it. He tells Rhett she runs a food blog and they have been texting back and forth for a while. He tells him she seems classy and is ready to meet him soon. Blaise tells him while he joined the site to prove that it works, he is happy he will get the chance to start dating again. Rhett comments on how someone broke Blaise's heart and Blaise tells him he will make up for it by texting the girl. He sends a polite message to Cozy and Rhett tells him he sounds very soft and not like himself at all. Blaise is waiting at Redwood and Lala walks in and pretends to just casually sit there. She notices Blaise and texts Cozy to come since she is convinced Blaise is not crazy. She then goes on her date and Cozy comes in to meet Blaise. They both look very happy and relieved to see each other and he takes her coat. She is impressed by his chivalry and he asks about what she will drink. She chooses a vodka martini and they both sit down to enjoy their date. They enjoy talking to each other and commenting on how good the ambience of the place is. They decide to meet each other again, and Cozy suggests that Blaze can cook for her. Blaze is surprised since she is the one who runs a food blog, and they decide to make it a fun cooking competition. Before leaving, Blaze tells her to call him very soon so they can make a plan again. When Cozy is about to enter her house, she notices Ajax nearby. He tells her he was waiting for her and compliments her. She refuses to let him inside the house and tells him to go away. When she enters her house, she wonders what Ajax wants from her. Blaze is blushing the next morning, and Rhett wants to know how his date went last night. Blaze tells him he is asking too many questions and acting as though he went on the date himself. Rhett tells him he is looking out for him. Blaze then tells Rhett with a lot of excitement how he thinks this girl is very different and her personality and energy are crazy. Rhett keeps wanting to know if Blaze slept with her, and Blaze insists that it was just a first date, and he feels very different with this girl because he likes her. He tells Rhett she is a lady and he wants to have more conversations with her. Blaze insists that by dating her, he can prove his site works and shut down the haters by getting to know a quality woman. Blaze is too happy and tells Rhett she might be the one for him, and he makes fun of him. Meanwhile, Cozy is confused by Ajax's visit and is wondering what he is trying to do. She decides to hear him out and gives him a chance to talk to her. Ajax thanks her for letting him in and tells her that he is sorry and he misses her. He says he wants to talk about his relationship, which makes Cozy furious. She scolds him for coming unannounced to talk about some other girl. Ajax tells her he is not exactly seeing the girl, and Cozy asks if she dumped him for someone better. She laughs and tells him that is beautiful karma. Ajax then insists he made a mistake by leaving her and says that Cozy is the only woman he has ever been happy with. He asks her for another chance after she has had some time to think, and she agrees. Cozy brings out some delicious-looking chicken pot pie from the oven, and Lala is excited about how good it looks and smells. Lala asks Cozy about her date last night, who tells her it was amazing and that they have agreed on a second date. Lala tells her she is very happy that Cozy is finally dating and tells her how Blaze could be the one. Cozy then tells her about Ajax coming over last night. She tells her that she turned Ajax away, but he came again in the morning. Lala then tries to tell Cozy how Ajax is very bad news for her. She reminds Cozy how Ajax dumped her and she found out he was cheating on her when another lady posted a picture with him on a beach. Cozy insists that hearing that Ajax is sorry felt good and it brought back some feelings she had buried. Lala still tells her that she understands how convincing Ajax can be, but then paints a picture of how bad their breakup was. Lala reminds her how when they found out about Ajax's picture with another girl, everyone they knew got to know about it and how humiliating it was for Cozy. She assures Lala that she remembers how bad that was and how she will never forget it, and even how Lala will never let her forget it. Cozy tells Lala she is just curious to find out what exactly Ajax wants. Lala insists that there is no reason why she should find out anything about Ajax. Cozy tells her they have a history and she wants some closure. She tells Lala how she wants to walk away, but when Ajax was telling her he is sorry, she felt a certain way. Rhett meets Ajax at a bar and asks if he is still with Tasha. Ajax tells him that is old news and how he is waiting for his new girl who is not exactly with him, but he tells Rhett they are working on it. Cozy then comes in to meet Ajax and he introduces her to Rhett, who still does not know about Cozy and Blaze. Rhett then leaves and Cozy scolds Ajax for calling her baby and kissing her in front of his friend. She tells him she only wants to talk and lets him explain what he was trying to say earlier. He tells her that he was a mess earlier and now he misses her and has feelings for her. He also tells her that his relationship with his ex is over and he just wants a fresh start with Cozy. She agrees to have lunch with him there and talk. After lunch, Ajax asks Cozy if she enjoyed herself. She tells him that she is not ready for any of the games he plays. He insists that there is no game and that his feelings for her are genuine. Cozy then agrees to make a plan with him on the weekend. Cozy goes on her second date with Blaze and is very excited as he is cooking for her. Cozy feels his chicken is delicious and he tells her how she will fall in love with him after tasting his steak. She discusses the recipe with him and tells him how she can feature his dish in her food blog. Blaze blushes and is happy with the compliments, and tells Cozy he feels like a real chef. Cozy then tells him she does not usually come to guys' houses for dinner. Blaze asks her why she did it with him, and she explains how she feels comfortable with him. They both have a good time and she even informs him how she has pepper spray in her bag. Blaze then jokes about making sure he is on his best behavior. He tells her to not worry because he knows how to respect women. Cozy is genuinely impressed with him and happy about the date. Cozy tells him how this is her first online date. He asks her what she thinks about the website and if she has any dates lined up. She teases him for fishing for information, but she also confirms that he is the first one of her candidates and she is very happy about it. He also tries to ask her some more about the site and she tells him she has nothing else to compare it to. She then asks him if he is a serial dater and he laughs and jokes about how he lures pretty girls to his house for dinners. He then seriously tells her that this is his first time on the app as well and he wanted to try something new. She tells him she needs to thank her best friend for forcing her to join the site and come on a date with him. Blaze then asks her to probably leave a good review on her blog about the site if she is happy with it. She tells Blaze she will think about it and even offers to cook for him the next time. Blaze is happy to get another date with her and asks for her plans for the next day. She remembers she made plans with Ajax, so she tells him they can meet some other time. He asks her if she is free on Valentine's Day, and Cozy is thrilled. They plan to meet that day, and Blaze points out how she has a unique name. She tells him it is short for Cosette and how the nickname Cozy came from her mom, who thought she was very cozy as a baby. Blake thinks that is very cute and jokes about getting a lot of hugs. She then asks about his name, and he tells her he used to get teased a lot when he was young for his name, but his mom wanted him to stand out. The next morning, Blaze spots Red eating in his kitchen, and he asks Blaze why he has so much food in his fridge and Tupperware. He tells her he has never seen him cook, and Blaze tells Red how the internet girl came over and he cooked for her. Blaze tells him how she loved him and how he plans to meet her on Valentine's Day. Red insists that he wants to know more about this mystery girl. Blaze finally tells him that her name is Cozy, and Rhett gets a weird look on his face. Rhett tells Blaze that his friend Ajax brought a girl named Cozy to the bar recently and kissed her and said she is his girl. Blaze is in denial and refuses to believe it is the same Cozy. Blaze then shows him a picture, and Rhett confirms he saw her. Blaze is shocked, but tells Rhett it is better he knows now than later. Cozy shows Lala a dress, and she is upset because Cozy is going on a date with Ajax. She tells Cozy how it is a very bad idea to entertain Ajax and listen to his nonsense. She tells her that when Cozy goes out with Blaze again, she will happily pick out her outfit, but not for Ajax. Cozy is annoyed and clarifies that she is just meeting Ajax to show him what he missed out on and not dating him. Lala tells Cozy she is lying to herself because she just wants Ajax back. She tries to explain to Cozy how she needs to let Ajax go and move on with someone new, and leaves. Blaze watches another critical review from Raz, who tells his followers he went on another date with a girl who had a boyfriend who showed up. He says in the review he wants to try to get a date for Valentine's Day but does not think the site will work out. Cozy is back from her night with Ajax, who asks her why she is so quiet. She tells him he has not changed at all. She says he has just become better at lying and just wants to sleep with her. She then storms out of the car and Ajax follows her. He then asks her what she needs him to do and he will do it. He tells her that he loves her, but she asks him to leave. She then texts Blaze, who ignores her. The next morning, she still has not heard from Blaze and starts wondering if he is ignoring her. She then starts preparing things for the blog and gets a text from Lala that she heard from someone that Cozy and Ajax are back together. Cozy tells her to not believe anyone and that Ajax is just lying. She then takes some pictures for her blog. Blaze gets a message from another girl on the app, Trina, who wants to get to know him. He blushes and gets excited about how his site is working and how there are some nice girls on it. Cozy is working but keeps waiting for a reply from Blaze and checks her phone too often. She then sends Blaze a message, which he ignores again. Blaze is thinking and getting frustrated, but he picks up his phone and calls Cozy. She is excited to hear from him and he tells her has just been very busy. When she asks what he is doing, he tells her about work and dating. She is confused when he says dating, and he clarifies that he is getting ready for a date and meeting other people. He tells her he has heard that she has been dating too. Ajax comes to Cozy's house at night and asks to come in. She tells him she does not have time for his games. Cozy tells him she knows he has been telling people that they are back together. Ajax clarifies that he told some people they are about to get back together, and that should not be a problem. Cozy tells him she is trying hard to have a life without him, and someone she likes right now might have heard those rumors. Ajax tells her he has feelings for her and he thinks she has too. He then takes her to Redwood. Ajax is sitting with his arm around Cozy, who keeps looking at someone. She notices Blaze there with Trina, his other date, and starts getting jealous. Ajax asks if one of her guys is there. They then decide to order some food and Cozy agrees. Blaze also knows Cozy is sitting across from him, so he tries to be extra friendly with his date. She kisses him on the cheek and he blushes, making Cozy uncomfortable. She tells him they should go out somewhere else and Blaze agrees. He then stares at Cozy while he is leaving. At Cozy's place, Ajax apologizes for behaving weirdly at the restaurant and tells her he is working on getting better. He then asks about Blaze and gets irritated with the name. She tells Ajax he is someone she is talking to and it is nothing serious. Ajax tells her it does not look like Blaze is serious about her too and says that his date was not even pretty. They then share a moment and Cozy kisses Ajax. While she is on top of him, his phone falls and she picks it up. A message from someone called Drea pops up who says she cannot wait to meet Ajax that night. Cozy is annoyed he is back to his old habits again and Ajax tries to explain it to her. She tells him not to bother and tells him to leave forever and never come back. Blaze and Red are working out when Blaze scolds him for eating chicken while working out. Red tells him that is the only way he works out. Blaze then tells him about his dating site and how he is trying to balance the positive reviews with the negative ones because he knows his site is genuine and good for people. Red then asks Blaze about Cozy, who angrily tells him how he was on a date with another girl when Cozy came into his spot with Ajax. Red comments on how girls just play them with bad guys. Blaze then tells him how he got extra flirty to show Cozy he was having a good time and to annoy her. Blaze tells him he needs to go to the club for some work and tells Rhett to treat himself to as much chicken as he wants from his house. Blaze then says he was mad about the Cozy situation but now he will just enjoy the attention he is getting. Cozy reaches Blaze's house and Red opens the door. He tells her Blaze is not there and asks her to leave. He then says she should probably be knocking on Ajax's door instead of his. Cozy then understands how this is all about Ajax and tells Red she does not have time to explain, but she needs to meet Blaze. She then tells him she will try and call Blaze, and Red says he might try and put in a good word for her. Cozy calls Lala, who asks her what is going on. She tells her she is panicking since she does not know what she will make for Valentine's Day blog feature yet. Lala tells her to calm down and Cozy explains how she cannot get Blaze off her mind and that she just needs to tell him the truth about everything. She also tells Lala how she felt jealous after watching Blaze with another woman. She decides to meet Blaze right away and drinks vodka to get the courage to talk to him. Blaze opens the door for Cozy, who tells him she came by earlier, and Rhett told her he had to take care of some business. She asks him if he went on another date and Blaze gets annoyed. He asks her about Ajax and gets irritated with how weird the name is. Cozy insists that she just wants to explain everything to him. They sit on the deck with a drink and Cozy thanks him for letting her explain things. She tells him that he got some untrue information from Rhett. She then clarifies how Ajax is just an ex who showed up out of nowhere and she needed clarity, so she agreed to see him. She assures him she was just talking to Ajax and there is nothing between them. Cozy tells him she just wants to be with him and move forward with a great person. He tells her he also felt confused when he saw her with Ajax and he felt bad. She apologizes for the misunderstanding and tells him he is the only one she thinks about. He then tells her she is making him crazy and agrees that he wants to know her better too. They both are excited and happy and they share a beautiful kiss. She then tells him she needs to get her blog ready for Valentine's Day the next day. Blaze offers to work on her blog together and help her cook. He tells her that with his help, she will have more time to spend with him. Cozy loves that idea and remembers how they were supposed to spend Valentine's Day together anyway. They then start working on the dishes and they both finally look very happy. The table is set and Blaze prays before they start eating. She thanks him for getting the roses to add an extra touch to her setting. He asks her if she got enough pictures for her blog, and she tells him she will put them up tomorrow because she wants to enjoy this moment with him. Blaze tells her she needs to make up for the lost time and Cozy agrees. She then asks him what exactly he does for a living. Blaze smiles and decides to come clean and jokes about being a dealer. He then tells her about blazedates.com, and she is surprised that she never figured out he is the owner. He then asks her if she will give a good review of his site, and she agrees. She asks him if he has any other secrets and he tells her he owns the Redwood Bar too. Cozy is even more surprised in a good way and promises not to tell anyone about Blaze dates. They then toast to their true love and Valentine's Day. Finally, Blaze's biggest critic, Raz, also comes around, announcing to his followers on Valentine's Day that he has found the girl of his dreams on blazedates.com. He expresses how lucky he feels and introduces her to the audience before praising the site.